Did you know that fears and traumas of your ancestors are passed down to you and could be affecting your life today? Hi guys, my name is Sunny. I'm a psychic intuitive and energy healer, and I have gone through my own journey through inner child healing, all of the different types of healing that you can go through, and I've created this journey to sacred expansion to share my knowledge and ways of healing the different types of trauma, how they can affect your body system, and just to offer my experience and love to you all from the bottom of my heart. So, welcome to the Journey to Sacred Expansion series. In this series, we're going to dive deep into different types of trauma and how we can heal these aspects of our life and create a foundation of love for ourselves, which helps us to share our love with the world while shining our light. Okay, that's what we need right now. So unfortunately, we're not always provided with the tools necessary to heal these aspects of our lives. So I wanted to create a series of videos explaining how trauma can affect us and how we can navigate through the healing process, and also dive deep into the different types of traumas and how they can affect our bodies, thoughts, belief systems, and way of life. Now, I can go on and on for days about healing, especially the inner child. So I will be breaking down these videos into many different videos and post them weekly. So be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and you can go ahead and click that notification bell if you want to be notified each time I post these videos. I do offer energy healing sessions with support along the way, so if you're interested in really diving deep and receive the support and energy healing, feel free to email me. My email will be in the description box below. And now onto our healing journey. In this video, I will explain the inner child, how to work with the inner child, and ways to heal the aspects of the inner child. Please keep in mind that the healing is a process and it does not happen overnight. Healing in itself can take a while. Different situations can come up, or really kind of like an onion, peeling those layers so we can get down to the root of the issue and create a better life for ourselves. But we do inherit trauma, belief systems, negative emotions from our parents, grandparents, and so on. It's all throughout the ancestral line. So we do tend to take on anything that's happened on your mother's side through the womb. Anything that your mother's been through, we can take that on in the womb. Trauma of some sort that your grandmother, your maternal grandmother went through can essentially come down the line as well. So just know that it happens indirectly and it can affect your life without even knowing it. These traumas are stored in the physical body, and of course that can go into a very deep meaning of different ways that it can affect you, but I wanted to bring an understanding and light onto how trauma can affect us. This trauma can cause stress, fear, and anxiety, which can affect the physical body, leading to illness and disease. It can also affect the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body. It can affect your blood system, causing heart issues, lung issues, respiratory system, your circulatory system, and the list goes on. More often than not, also, trauma can affect your memory. It can affect how you remember things, by forgetting different memories as a coping mechanism and a safety net for you. And that can affect how you face challenges and, these coping mechanisms that you bring into your adult life. So, children do tend to shut down and hide as they don't feel safe. And this could be something that you encounter in similar situations and challenges in your life. Just know that there's no bypassing the pain. We do have to go ahead and navigate through the pain in order to forgive, release, and heal the wound. A lot of people will notice the wound and say that they forgive the person, and then they think that the healing is done, but that's further from the truth. Just know that it takes a deep dive of the circumstance of the trauma, creating a safe space for your inner child, and providing your child with a safe space in order to navigate through that time of the wound. Not to mention, there can be different situations that need to be acknowledged and released as well. One of the key aspects that we need to look at first is, how did you abandon yourself? This is something that we all tend to do, and it's okay. It happened to us, and we did the best that we could in that situation. One thing that I did learn that does help is that we tend to perpetuate what happens on the outside on the inside. This was really mind-blowing for me to hear from another person that I like to look up to as a mentor, indirectly. She's on YouTube. But that is just really cool to hear because it's so true. As children tend to shut down when they feel unsafe or attacked, we need to show our inner child that they are safe, loved, protected, and heard. That's super important. This will allow you to feel the same in your life now. Emotions that we feel but don't tend to face and stuff down get stuffed down in our root chakra, which is at the base of our spine. This can lead to mobility issues of our hips, hip pain. It could also affect our lower back, which goes up our upper back, mid back, whatever. But this is how trauma works. This is how we tend to get sick, and it's all from emotions that we hold inside and don't face. Stuffing down these emotions can cause us to block our manifestations that we want in our lives. It can lead to heightened emotional reactions and living our lives with fear of the next worst case scenario, which really does manifest into the worst case scenario. Let's stop that cycle. Now, these emotions and thoughts or belief systems can cause subconscious fears, worries, anxiety, leading to depression and dense emotions that can make life difficult. This is where shadow work is helpful. It's very beneficial, and I know a lot of people don't like to use shadow work, but it's really just a way of naming the dark places within us that we tend to avoid. And facing shadows within us can help bring them to the light so they can be understood, released, and healed from our bodies, allowing ourselves to be in the flow of abundance, joy, confidence, happiness, the positive things that we want to feel. Now, a few questions that you can start with and asking yourself is, are you a people pleaser? Do you tend to silence yourself because you were silenced as a child? Do you push others away because you're afraid of being hurt? Were you self-reliant because no one was there to parent you? It is super vital to examine the patterns to understand their roots. This way we can pull the root of the issue out of the base chakra and allow it to come out and rise up through the body, freeing us from feeling weighed down. The next step is to become aware of the patterns and triggers and just be curious. When you think of the trauma, where does the pain or discomfort stem from? Notice this without judgment. Remember, you did the best you could at that time, and that was good enough for you at that time. This is super important to remember, not to get stuck while examining your feelings and belief systems, because we don't want to get stuck there. We want to examine it, acknowledge it, release it, and heal it. When you notice the patterns or triggers, take note of the emotions that you feel. Ask if they are helpful. More often than not, they are not, and they need to be healed. This is how you become aware of it. When you notice the area of the body, there can be a deep healing done to clear this negative pattern with the corresponding chakra. So if you're feeling discomfort in your heart, you probably built walls around your heart, and that needs to be opened and healed. If you feel discomfort in your belly, it could be your solar plexus chakra, which is it has to do with your self-empowerment. So I will do a video that will go into the chakra system and how it affects different parts of how it links to those emotions. But this is just to bring awareness to this type of healing. Some other helpful tips are to dive into the past and create dialogue with your inner child. Ask when you felt unsafe. Also, you can use pictures and videos. Sorry, that's my cat moving around. You can use pictures or videos of your childhood to bring up those emotions. You can use visualization if this is something that you're good at. You can also use guided inner child healing meditations that are available on YouTube, Spotify, all the platforms. And this will help you to guide you through that experience. These are just different ways that you can get to the healing. And again, I want to emphasize the importance of remaining judgment-free and just to keep an open mind. We want to be curious of these emotions and triggers so that we can heal the patterns that keep us stuck. If there are emotions that come up that need to be felt and released through crying, please allow it. This is the purification process that allows us to release and create that healing flow in order for it to release out of our bodies. It is very important, and crying is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a weak thing, okay? It's important to remember. So another thing to remember before you do this is to set up a space and time for yourself. 15, 30 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with is good. And make sure that this is a sacred and safe space for you, because you need to create that safety and comfort for your inner child in order for them to come to you and to go through this process. And also, that is what we're doing. We're organizing our thoughts and emotions so they can be cleansed and released. A key part to the inner child healing is definitely meditation. We need to go within and speak with our inner child. And again, creating that safe space is very vital. We want to feel that the inner child is safe to come out and to talk with you. So in order to do this, you want to go within your heart. Sometimes putting your hands on your heart will really help you to get in there and breathe from your belly up. Breathe that energy up. This is rising that Kundalini Shakti energy that will bring all the emotions up for you to be released, okay? Ask your inner child when they felt unsafe so that scenario can play out. Watch from a third person point of view of that scenario to see how they reacted in order to feel safe. Now, once that plays out, you're going to be that safety for the inner child. You're going to let them know that it was not their fault. Tell them that they are loved, that they are safe now, and you're going to protect them. And then also provide them with what they needed at that time. So offer a hug. Let them vent and cry. Allow them to feel safe. And then tell them that you love them, that you're going to take care of them, and you won't let anything else happen to them, and that they're okay now. And, sometimes playing around with them after is fun. They tend to get a little bit more comfortable with you, and that's building your relationship with your inner child, which is going to help you in your adult life. I know it sounds silly, but if you're open to it, it really does help, okay? So once this process is complete, this is the time that we want to integrate and rewire that memory into a positive one. If you felt stuck and you felt silenced, now try to speak your mind more. Try to change that scenario in your waking life now, or you can even visualize it and then put that into play when your next challenge arises. This is super important in that process. So remember that there can be several memories that come up. This is really key here to remember to learn and examine these situations and remain aware of your emotions as you encounter these challenges in your life now. So now that we've created that safety for the inner child, we've rewired the situation into a more positive one, now we can lead our life with a more positive mindset. You are the person who is going to be discerning this based on your experience. So just remember that it's important to change the negatives into the positives so that you're not always focused on the negative things that happened in your life. You are not the circumstances of what happened to you. You can change every day. You can change your mindset into a positive one. Every day is a new day to choose something new. It no longer exists in your life now. It only exists in your mind. So let's change that. And again, I do offer unwavering support through the energy healing process. So if you feel called to, check out the link of the video that explains more of the healing modality I use. Send me an email if you just want information. We can set up a time to speak to see if we fit well together through the journey of the healing, okay? I'm more than happy to help you all. I will be posting more videos that will dive into all of the different aspects of healing, different traumas, different parts of the body, the chakras, all of that. So hit that notification bell and check out some of my some of my readings. Getting a little tongue-tied here. This is my third time doing the video. So, feel free to check out the other videos. Please reach out to me if there's anything that you want to see, or any experiences you want to share to let other people know that they're not alone. Please feel free to comment. This will also help build the channel, to help push all of this out there, because I really am doing this from the bottom of my heart to help you through the process and to let you know that you're not alone. We are here together and we need to help each other heal. So I really do want to help if I can, if this is going to be anything that's going to be beneficial for you. So again, please like and subscribe for more content, and until next time.